I it's just I haven't seen it work yet. You can't point anywhere to any example, whether it's celebrity couples like, oh, they have an open relationship on both ends and it's work and they're 80 and they're dying together.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work. I don't think women are wired to even like love two men like that at the same time. And when you give your woman the permission to basically seek out someone better than you, because anybody watching this, you're not the tallest, you don't have the most money, you don't got the best game, somebody got a bigger dick than you, somebody got more game than you, somebody can actually meet her needs better than you can, and when you give them the permission slip to go find it, they gonna find it.
Especially since they have so many options.
And then the thing too, what a lot of guys don't realize is women need boundaries. Everybody need boundaries. You at your job have boundaries. Hey, don't steal, come on time. Human beings need boundaries, period. But women specifically need boundaries, right? And so when you're a guy and you don't set boundaries for your woman, somewhere deep inside her, she's going to know that you don't care about her.
Yeah.
Like boundaries to a woman represent safety. I've never had a woman who liked me or was into me that said, hey, I don't like your boundaries, or I can't get with that. I've never seen that. And so when you're a guy and you don't have boundaries and you let your woman fuck other men, she's not going to respect you. She can't respect you if somebody else is fucking her. It's just not going to work.
It's just a biology.
I hate to do this, but you could see it in the dynamic, in the way that they deal with each other, how because if it was me, there's no way my woman would be even arguing with no other man, whether it's debating or no type of shit. Like, my woman wouldn't be here arguing with nobody about nothing.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the fact that she's even doing that is just shows a lack of disrespect that she has for what's my guy's name? Destiny.
Yeah.
Right. And so, I mean, the writing is on the wall on that one. You kind of seen that coming, but it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna. They can't respect you if number one, if you don't have boundaries, they can't respect you. If they fucking other men, they can't respect you. And number I don't know, 2, 3 or whatever. Women can't have too many people in her ear. There can only be one man in a woman's ear. If one guy, so you have this woman. Strong man here, strong man here. This guy has his program, this guy has his program. Both of them in her ear. She's going to be confused.
Yeah.
And so she's going to start causing problems. It's just not going to work.
That's like her
You
ex.
got a woman, you fucking your girl, you let your woman go out and fuck and do all this shit. He fucking your girl and talking in her ear while she's vulnerable. She's naked and vulnerable. He's spitting in her ear and talking good shit in her ear. She going back to lay with you. What you think is going to happen? Eventually. He has your girl, your woman at her most vulnerable, planting seeds in her fucking head. Like, stop letting women fucking play y'all with this open shit. Like, it don't work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
So let's say, like the super chatter said earlier, I want to have my girl close on her end, but I want to be open on my end.
Be careful. Be careful. As a guy who's done that before, sneaky and not sneaky. Typically when women accept that, I don't want to say that there's ulterior motives, but they kind of almost don't really care about you. Now, right? Now, if they're coming into the gate like that, then cool. But sometimes you can convince a woman to let you step out, right? That may care about you and that love you. However, women are very territorial, almost more territorial than men. And I have a daughter, so I know. You can see it with little kids, little girls, right? You ever see these videos where the dad is hugging on the daughter and the mom come and touch and the fucking daughter freak out and shit. They come touch the mom come touch the dad or put the hand on the dad and the little girl start screaming and beating up the mom and shit. Women are territorial like that. And when you are basically going out, it represents a security risk to the woman. So all of this money and security and these good things about you, it represents the possibility that it may be gone. And so women don't like it, although they will look the other way if you provide them enough value.
Yeah.
Now, if you do get if you do get your woman to accept it, and it hurts her, just know that you're not going to have the same woman. I've had to deal with this before. You're not gonna have the
Facts.
same woman that you once had. That woman who had that glow in her eyes because she's dealing with pain. She's watching the man that, you know, she's laying up with. She's invested into. She's, you know, the anxiety and the worry.
Especially if you didn't come into the relationship like that.
Yeah, especially if you didn't come into the relationship like that. She's going through damage, and when we go through pain and hurt, we harden ourselves. And the people who hurt us, although we may stick by them if they provide us value, especially women, resentment starts to build up. And it's I don't want to say it's not sustainable because it is, but you just have to be careful. The thing is, with a lot of guys, they don't understand. Now, if you know, you know. But a lot of guys, they don't understand.
Yeah.
You may not have that same woman that you met that have that glow in her eyes. And so you don't realize in 5 years that she's changed. And she don't suck your dick with as much enthusiasm as she used to. And that bothers you now. You don't even know what's going on. And so what that does, what that do, that make you behave differently. It makes you behave in a different type of way because you don't know what's going on. Why you not doing this? Why you not doing this? You worried, you anxious. You see, she starts treating you a little bit differently. She don't put in as much as she used to because it's not as safe as it once was for her because she had to go through these feelings and emotions. I've been here. I know.
Yeah.
You know, on both sides, lying and, hey, I'm going to go, this is what I'm going to do. If you provide them value, you taking care of them, they're going to fuck with you. They're going to look the other way, but it's not going to be the same.
Yeah. Especially, and you know, that's a really fantastic point that you brought up, that especially if you came in a certain way, y'all came in monogamous, and then maybe
and then you try to do it,
and then you try to do it later. Yeah, she's good. Dude,
that's another thing with them threesomes, man. If you the guy,
Oh,
you want to talk about threesomes?
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Tell me
A
about
lot of you
threesomes, because
guys,
niggas
they
think
try to-
threesomes are so sweet and shit.
I hate doing that shit, bro.
You
Especially with
guys
your main
think
girl.
If
Nah,
you're gonna
bro.
do that shit, man, find you
some
two
random-
chicks,
some
find you
randoms,
two
bro.
random chicks, but to introduce you, that shit is traumatic, and they gonna get you back. But I'm telling you, man,
Yeah, they will. Yeah,
just
they will.
think about this. Men think that women are not human beings, and they don't hurt and feel pain and jealousy, and you know, just like if you saw your chick fucking somebody else, the feelings, a woman gets the same feelings.
Yeah.
And what happens is they have to deal with that.
Yeah.
And they have to harden themselves.
Yeah.
And they have to protect themselves. And that's going to manifest itself in the way that she treats you.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the times you get guys who are, nowadays, they turning their women out to these threesomes and shit. And the woman is doing it to keep the dude and shit like that. She really don't want to do it.
She don't want to do it,
She's
bro.
traumatized. You're not going to have the same woman that you had before that.
Yeah.
And the minute to think about women, on my series of my podcast, the Captain Saver Bro Show, the first episode is called The Evil Nature of Women. The evil nature of women.
Okay.
Men have an evil nature too, which is violence and force, right?
Yep.
Women, their evil is on a whole nother level. And I talk about stuff like this, that when women pay you back. The things that you do to them, the things that you make them feel, they get you back. But it's in a way that you can't see it. And when you see it, it's too late.
Yeah.
You see it manifest itself in, you know, women go to, when you ever see a woman going to court, cleaning a motherfucker out and trying to get everything he got, there's like, in her mind, she feels like she's been wrong somewhere and she trying to get some get back.
Yeah.
Because somebody this guy done did something to her, whether he cheated on her or made her feel pain. And so they get you back in ways that you have no idea. I've seen chicks like, you know, they boyfriend cheat on them and shit, right? They boyfriend cheat on them or they man cheat on them. They go fuck their favorite rapper.
Yeah.
Or, you know, they go fuck the dude Plug or something like that.
They'll put on Instagram.
You know, put on Instagram or
Literally, chick said, my boyfriend cheated on me, so his favorite rapper flew me out. Bro.
Crazy. But
Put on
they're
Instagram.
conniving like that. But see, guys, they think, oh, well, you know, I'm going to just go cheat and she going to fuck with me. Nah, you're going to deal with that. You're going to deal with that. And it's just, that's a lot of the times I don't like about certain things in our space is that we don't talk about stuff like that enough. We set our young guys up for failure and they don't know what's coming behind some of the behavior. Yeah. And as an older guy, now if you would have talked to me 10 years ago, I would have been, fuck these hoes, you get you. But you know, there's shit that come behind that.
Yeah.
You know, and
I'm really glad that we're having this discussion. Yeah.
Women have a very evil nature. Like us as men, we have an evil nature, right? The masculine evil. Like somebody come in here, right, and I'm trying to harm, we can smoke them and blow their brains out and go to sleep at night, right?
Yeah.
Or if we feel like somebody wronged us, we can commit violence. Whereas a woman see a guy commit, it traumatizes them, right? Mm-hmm. They don't understand it. We understand that level of evil. Mm-hmm. Women have another evil and it's conniving. Yeah. That's their gift and their curse. And it manifests itself in manipulation, underhandedness, like poisoning your food. Like you got women, especially back in the days, like the man beat on them and shit. They put eye drops in the food and shit, you know, or poison,
shit.
kill them slow, you know, or put extra salt. They know you got high blood pressure, so they put extra salt in your food,
shit, yeah.
and they don't feel bad. You see what I'm saying? Your girl may be cooking for you, spitting in your food, or putting eye drops in your food, or putting extra salt in your shit, or you'll see a woman say, "Oh, he graped me," or you know.
It's common.
It was one I did a episode about how the man did the woman wrong or some shit, and so she lied and told the daughters that their dad sexually assaulted them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so they grew up their whole lives
That
thinking
chick tried to
this
do that to
happened.
that Chicago rapper, Dudilo.
Yeah, exactly.
Dulo,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like that shit.
That's evil. Like, man, we like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
how could you
Crazy
do
shit.
that?
He
But
just
they-
won a lawsuit.
He won a lawsuit.
Yeah.
And I think more men should stand up and not let women do them like that. But what I'm saying is that level of evil, like women can do that. You don't see many women saying, "Oh, she was so wrong." They understand that level of evil. Just like this is real shit. It's almost spooky when you think about it. This is my first episode that I
I've
did.
never once. You know what? That's a good point. I've never once seen a woman say, "Oh, damn, that bitch is fucked
that's
up."
foul.
Yo,
They
that's
understand
right.
it.
Damn.
When
Dre,
you
Wait, let's let him finish.
so
Let him finish. Let him finish.
when we see us, like, let's say somebody steals something from somebody and we see a dude bust him aside the head, like, we understand it. They don't. We don't understand their curses and their gifts like they do.
Yeah.
Like when you see these chicks cleaning these dudes out and taking them for everything they got and making their lives a living hell through the divorce machine, you don't see women like, "Oh, that's so wrong. That's so, like, how could you do that?" That's us like, what the fuck is going on? That's the evil nature. And that's their strength against you. And I'm always trying to warn guys to be careful when you're dealing with that, because you cannot beat that unless you use physical force, but you don't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, there's no beating that. The only way to beat that is physically.
Yeah.
You see, so just be careful when you hurt people, women in particular, they're going to get you back.
So
and the system allows them to do you like that.
Yeah.
So this is wisdom, because this comes with age and experience.
Yeah.
And you mentioned you mentioned a lot of stuff that was, I want to say, whenever someone's head. But just to bring this home as well, even in the Bible it talks about a woman scorned, because over a period of time, us as men, we just take actions. We don't understand how it affects a woman. And over time, us being men doing what we do, they're feeling pain consistently. So she might love you at the very beginning, but over time, he cheated again. Oh, he's with another girl. He's doing this and that. It builds up. And when it finally breaks out, it's in great accusations. It's in, like, spiteful actions. So, like, you never know how it can manifest. That's a very good point.
Yeah, and I'll say, like, you know, because this is the dark side of, like, you know, you want to live this player lifestyle, you want to have a main girl, and you want to have other women. You're gonna have to deal with some backlash to that to some degree, man. I mean, you know, especially if you came in and, like, y'all were monogamous, then maybe something changed, your value shot up, whatever the fuck it is, and then you know, man, I want chicks, and then you tell her. You're right.
You're gonna
she's
deal
not
with
gonna be
that.
the same woman that you met. Like and she is gonna have a little bit of resentment, because I want guys to understand that even though for us, right, sex is just a physical act, women don't look at it like that, because I've noticed with females, they don't really have empathy to the male experience. And what I mean by that is, like, they don't give a fuck about your problems, but they also don't give a fuck about your successes. And what I mean by that is, if you go out, right, if you go and you have sex with another girl, you don't have any feeling for her. You don't give a fuck. But women don't understand that, because for them, if they go have sex with another guy, they're attached to that guy. That's why when a girl cheats, a lot of times they're like, I'm just going to break it off. Like, they can't live with themselves a lot of times when they do that shit. I'm sure with Melina, she might have been doing this shit, and she was like, man, I can't live with myself. She broke it off, right? She couldn't do it long term. So with women, when they see you have sex with other girls, they look at it through the female lens, and they're like, oh my God, like, he might leave me. Like, he had sex with another girl, he might leave me, even though she doesn't know. For us, it's just taking a piss. But for them, when they have sex with another dude, they're leaving. It's out. It's a wrap. So, like, damn, I'm going to lose all this. And you had mentioned that before. So, yeah, you're not going to have that same girl. And then the other thing with the threesomes, because you niggas like to, I want to put my main girl in a threesome. Bro, you're going to slowly take her innocence away from her, bro, by doing that shit. Assuming you didn't get a slut.
It's funny. So
You're
guys
right.
start with monogamy, right? And then they say, oh, What's Your Fit podcast, I could cheat. I'm going to do a cheat code. Threesomes with my girl. But they don't realize this actually is going to hurt them, because, again,
And guess, go ahead, my bad.
the girl is going to say, okay, I want to please my man. I'll do this. But I really don't want to do this, man. This fucked up. I think it's terrible, but I'll do it for him. But then when they are put into that scenario where they see their man fucking another girl, it's like, wow, this
And
shit
then
hurt
guess
me.
what happened
It's
when
like a
you-
knife in the heart.
When
Yeah.
you blow up 20 years later and you on TV and all this shit, and she need a bag. Oh, he forced me to
Yeah,
you know, he sex trafficking and shit.
Surviving XYZ, yeah.
So
Some
you gotta
bullshit.
be careful with that shit, man. Just be careful. You know, like you say,
Yeah.
you don't want to take that innocence away from your woman.
Yeah, bro.
You know, that's
especially when they don't like girls. And let me tell y'all something, bro. These girls are fucking liars. 99% of them don't like other women.
Yeah.
They don't, bro. They really don't. They'll sit there and say, "Oh, I like girls. Oh, I want to." They want to be involved in a threesome to have some semblance of control again. Because they're like, damn, I'm not in control no more. And they, even though they're aroused by it a little bit, they're scared by it as well. So like when they say, oh, let me be involved, let me pick the girl, I want to be in it, bro, she's doing that shit for some level of control, not because she's aroused by it.
She don't want you to pick the chick, and she know you gonna pick somebody that look better than her, that you may like better. So she gonna want to pick the chick that's like she feels the safest with, you know. But y'all be careful with that. It's fun, and you know, have your fun, but just know that everything you do, man, comes with it. You know, there's a downside to everything you do. And I'd like to, on my platform, I like to warn guys.
No, I'm glad that I'm glad that we're having this conversation.
Play, have your fun, but just know, you know, I played, and I got a lot of scars from that, bro.
Yo,
you know?
bro, let me ask you this. So I have this like theory or thought from my experiences where, in your opinion, what's the best scenario for a guy to be in? Single, multiple girls, or with one chick understands his lifestyle and does this fun thing on the side, or he's more like, I'll have a girl, but I'm gonna sell her a dream and not tell her the truth, and she's in La La Land, I'm gonna just do my thing on the side. What's the best scenario you think for a guy to be in?
If he want hoes, if he want to play,
just to be happy and not have like a lot of issues, you think?
It just all depends on the guy. I think we all have our little phases, but if you wanna date around, just be real with the women that you fuck with. Hey, this is what I'm doing. You know, and if you dating women young enough, they typically don't give a fuck like that anyway. That's usually like when you start to get up in age, chicks start to get 28, 29, they need to find that one. They like, hell no. Nah. But you know, so I would always say just be honest. I would always say, you know, just be as honest as possible. And I know you guys be like, oh, you know, women can't handle it.
No. It's funny. I'm honest, Fresh isn't, but like
you better stop lying, bro. I'm telling you, these chicks they gonna get you.
well, the thing is,
Fresh is sell a dream guy.
I used to be like that too.
Yeah.
No, but okay, I do it in a smooth way though. I mean, I could still get fucked up in a way, but it's more like they know what I'm doing. Cause for example, I'll see a chick, we vibe whatever, we do our thing, and then she knows other people.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just saying I didn't say anything. So she has to come over her head. Oh, he's actually out there doing stuff for other people. All right, I get what it is. Right. But I don't tell them I'm fucking other girls.
And I don't want to be like the morality police and shit too, but you got to think, man, a lot of, and I'm was one of the, when I see a lot of chicks, like a lot of
But
chicks,
you lose a lot of girls being honest. Like, let's also keep it 1,000. Like,
but like you
I
say,
lose so many girls that, like, I know, like, if I had run, you know, Fresh's game, I'd be like, damn, I'd have these chicks, man.
You
God
can
damn
get
it.
a lot more, right?
Yeah.
You can get a lot more, but at the end of the day, at what cost? You know, because then this is where,
of course.
Like I say, you get these chicks, you fuck with the wrong one. Like they say, hell have no fury like a woman scorn, right?
Yeah.
You fuck around and get that one, and she'll ruin your fucking life. You know,
I've seen where like I've done this path and like the girls really hurt, and I'm like, damn. Like I could see over a period of time if I stayed down this path.
Fresh makes girls cry, man. This nigga be making girls cry, man.
You want me to
cry? Come on, man.
Yeah,
This nigga be making girls cry, bro.
You got to make them feel
This
something.
nigga be making girls cry, bro.
But I'll tell you this though, they never forget me though.
Yeah, we know. This nigga be making bitches cry, bro.
You got to make your girl.
They don't see it coming.
They got to cry though. You got to make them cry. And, you know, make them laugh too at the same time. You have to be the source of the emotion.
I'm like a roller coaster, up and down. But I'll tell you this though, for me, I always lead them like on some level happy, because even though I'm doing kind of shit that's kind of like not said, the experience they have with me is amazing. So even though I'm doing like shit behind the scenes or whatever, I leave them with a good experience each and every time.
Yeah, and the thing too is like when you damage the women, like when you see these guys, it's like a full circle thing, and this is why, not that I'm anti that, because you know, play on, player, but you just have to be mindful. Like when you see women that taking advantage of a guy like, what's his name, Neo or Neon?
Neon, yeah.
Neo too, by the way.
That comes from somewhere. She has dealt with a guy like me before.
Yeah, probably.
To the point to where she's like, now I'm gonna get mine. I'm not finna let nobody take advantage of me, and I'm gonna get you first. And so they seek out guys like that. That comes from, you know, dealing with
past trauma.
Pieces of shit like for now. I'm just that come with guys. I just said.